From coast to coast, America's largest cities wrapped up Independence Day with a bang as our biggest cities kept fireworks traditions alive, from D.C. to New York, Chicago, Houston, and more. Welcome to KOIN 6 News at 10 o'clock. And closer to home, take a look at this feed. This is out of Seaside just a few minutes ago. Fireworks and what looks like a pretty decent crowd out there on the beach. Oregon's beaches did not close as part of the 4th of July holiday, but Governor Kate Brown did advise people to stay local or stay distanced. But in the Rose City, celebrations were much more subdued, with most traditional fireworks shows and music festivals canceled this year. Now, one thing that remained the same, though, is just how busy this night has been for fire crews, emergency police. Between protests and illegal fireworks, there are a lot of concerns about fire calls. And Jennifer Dowling shows us.
We're expecting it to be a busy night.
With fireworks shows canceled, investigators with Portland Fire and Rescue are watching and waiting to see what the night brings.
Commercial shows for people to go and watch this year. We're expecting there to be more people launching their own fireworks in the neighborhoods, and anytime that happens, the fire danger goes up.
Fire investigator Rob Garrison is concerned that people have traveled to Vancouver, Washington to pick up larger style fireworks like mortars, which are illegal. Shoots more than 6 feet off the ground is not permitted.
Vancouver fireworks stores have had record sales, so I'm assuming those are not all in Washington and fireworks tonight.
Shortly after doing an interview with us, Rob said firefighters were called to this fire in which landscaping arborvitae went up in flames. He said it's easy for fire to spread in those shrubs.
And then arborvitae will catch on fire in the pouring down rain. Arborvitaes are very flammable, and so if you get a mortar inside one of those,
fireworks protests could keep them busy as well.
the protest activities, I think, also a concern for us. There's been a lot of fires surrounding that. So we have to monitor that situation. So if it's a trash fire in the middle of the street that's related to the protest, the risk isn't worth it for us to go in there. We document them, but we don't actually respond. But if there's a building on fire, we will have to respond.
Well, that's Jennifer Dowling, and there she is. She joins us live now. She is at the Justice Center. And Jennifer, I know some of those fireworks caused some problems down there at the Justice Center last night, and I certainly hear them tonight. What have you seen down there?
Well, Wayne, there's a lot of mortars going off. You can hear some of the fireworks popping behind me, but we've seen a lot of fireworks in the air right there. You can see that. Those are the kinds of things that the fire investigators say are not permitted in Oregon. If it flies 6 feet above the ground, it's illegal here. So those are definitely not sanctioned fireworks in the state, and that is what they were talking about, being concerned about. A lot of those going off tonight because there are no public shows, so people are taking matters into their own hands when it comes to fireworks. So we saw a lot of fireworks flying high at the protest last night too, but tonight is already much busier at this hour. There's a lot of people in Chapman Square, right near the Justice Center, watching these fireworks go off. You can get a $500 citation within the city of Portland under city code if you are launching illegal fireworks, and there's some other consequences if you get a statewide offense. But right now, again, I'm keeping an eye on the protests, and again, the fire inspectors and police expect it to be a busy night, with this being the 4th of July and protests ongoing within the city and the metro area. Back to you, Wayne.